Hello everybody and welcome back. As many of you already know, Universal dropped the most recent trailer for Universal Studios Orlando yesterday, and there were a couple things that I couldn't help but notice that I felt were worthy of talking about. And funny enough, these things have less to do with what was shown in the trailer and more to do with what wasn't shown in the trailer. It's no secret that the Hollywood Rip Ride Rockit is permanently closing. Universal has recently announced to fans that the Hollywood Rip Ride Rockit will permanently close on August 18th, 2025 to make way for a new experience. And the question on everyone's mind is, what is that new experience going to be? A theory that's been circulating heavily online recently suggests that it's going to be a Fast and Furious launch coaster. And this speculation comes largely in part from the fact that Universal are already in the midst of constructing a Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift ride at Universal Studios Hollywood. And this roller coaster is being constructed by a company named Intamin, which is the same name that appears on the notice of commencement, which was recently filed for Universal Orlando. But at this point, Intamin have done a number of roller coasters at various Universal theme park destinations, including the two most popular roller coasters at Islands of Adventure, Velocicoaster and Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure. Recently, construction walls went up around the Ghostbusters firehouse facade, giving birth to a brand new theory that maybe this roller coaster is going to be Ghostbusters themed. I mean, this notice on the construction wall suggests that that firehouse isn't going anywhere anytime soon. And this was the former location of the Ghostbusters Spooktacular show. Not to mention that Universal have recently brought back Ghostbusters for their mega movie parade, and there's also the rebooted film franchise with Paul Rudd, so there are plenty of valid reasons why people might think that this new roller coaster would be Ghostbusters themed. However, going back to the trailer that just dropped for Universal Studios Orlando, there is one ride outside of the Rip Ride Rockit that has notably not been featured, which is Fast and Furious Supercharged, probably the most unanimously hated ride at Universal Orlando, but the fact that this ride has not been included in the trailer does give weight to the Fast and Furious Orlando Drift theory, because if this roller coaster was made, there is a strong likelihood that the Fast and Furious Supercharged ride would be closed as well, which would give Universal very little reason to promote that ride, especially in their trailer. And if you look at the site plans that were released in 2023 for the Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift coaster, it does seem to share a similar layout to where the Hollywood Rip Ride Rockit currently stands. And it would make for quicker construction as the blueprints and designs are already done and would effectively just need to be copied and pasted into the area where the Rip Ride Rockit was. And this kind of copying and pasting of rides has been done before at Universal theme park destinations. Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey can be found across 3 different parks, as well as the Revenge of the Mummy ride, which can be found at Universal Studios Orlando, Universal Studios Hollywood, and Universal Studios Singapore. So why not have multiple Fast and Furious roller coasters? I mean, based on this concept video that Amusement Insider has made, it might even be possible that this ride will be ported to the upcoming Universal Studios UK theme park. So I think the fact that Universal has not included Fast and the Furious Supercharged in their most recent trailer does give us some food for thought. Now, another thing that has been omitted from the Universal trailer is the area of the park known as Springfield. And this area of the park has been a hot topic for a number of years, mostly due to the fact that Disney now owns the rights to The Simpsons, and multiple sources that say that the licensing agreement with Universal Studios will come to an end in 2028. And given how much size this area of the park takes up, it is kind of weird that there's literally no mention at all in the trailer. I would say that this does somewhat confirm suspicions that Simpsons is not going to be around for much longer. And that shouldn't be a problem for too many people, as generally speaking, the Simpsons ride is the second worst rated ride in the park next to Fast and Furious Supercharged, but it does beg the question, what will replace it? Recent rumors have suggested that a Pokémon Land might come in to replace it, which might make sense given that Universal Studios Japan has partnered with the Pokémon Company to offer a variety of Pokémon-themed experiences. The Pokémon franchise is also jointly owned by Nintendo, who Universal are already working with. And while this is all still speculation, it is interesting to think about in the context of the new trailer that Universal dropped. Why else would there be no mention of these rides or areas of the park? Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments section below, and remember to like and subscribe for more theme park related content. Thanks for watching.